Hello, good evening. I am Mitul and I am the admissions officer for Janiata College for India and Nepal region. Today, I'm going to cover the topic of understanding application timeline. So what are the kind of applications that student can opt for while applying to US colleges and universities? So let's get started. So first we'll understand what are the types of applications. So we basically have three types of applications. One is the time specific applications, that is students have this opportunity to apply early to the US colleges and universities. Second, the student can choose to apply at a regular time frame. This is known as regular decision. And there is also another type of application which is known as the rolling admissions. So what is this? We're going to definitely learn about this in the upcoming slides. So let's get started with the early application kind of applications. So first, we'll start with early decisions. So as the name suggests, early decision means the student has the opportunity to apply early to the US colleges and also has the opportunity to receive the offer letter or the admission decision early. Now, the feature of this application is that the student has to, enter into a binding contract with the college, the applying college. So, student will have to apply to just one college of his or her choice, and this is going to be done through a contract which is going to be signed by the student, the parent, and the counselor of the student and the college itself. So, this is a binding contract, and it is limited to just one application in ED. Some very selective colleges do offer this kind of early decision application. And once you get admitted to this particular college through early decision application, you are obliged to take the admission. You cannot back out. Obviously, you can back out if and only if you do not find the financial aid offered by the college suitable to your needs. In that case, you can back out, but otherwise, you are morally obliged to take the admissions if you are accepted in that particular college. The deadline typically for early decision application is somewhere around October 15th to November 15th. Now, let's quickly understand what are the pros and cons of applying to early decision kind of application. So it has advantage. First is you can receive your decision of admission pretty quick, pretty early than the other regular kind of applications. Second, early decisions is said to have higher acceptance rates amongst the colleges for a simple reason that you applying to early decision really shouts out loud to the college that you are really very passionate in applying or in joining the dream college or the college that you're applying. So it really speaks high of yourself and your application. It displays a strong intent and interest of the application to the college, and also it has higher acceptance rate. So these are the kind of pros, these are the kind of advantages of applying to early decision, application. Now, what are the cons? What are the disadvantage of applying early decisions? First is it is binding agreement. So there is no back out once you receive the offer letter, once you receive the admission. Second, a disadvantage or the limitation is that you can apply to just one college of your choice in early decision application. Also, because you are going to receive your admission decision earlier than the other regular form of application, you will not be able to compare your financial aid packages with all the other, applying colleges. So that's one of the limitation. Uh, the last one is that you might lose out on the merit-based scholarship, right? So chances are that because you have applied early, the college might not consider you for merit-based scholarship for a simple reason that um, uh, you have already displayed your core interest in joining that particular college by anyhow. So college at times might not consider you for merit-based scholarship. Now, moving on to the early action application. So, early action application is not really much different from the early decision application, except for the fact that it is non-binding agreement, unlike the early decision application. So here also you have the opportunity to apply early. That means you have the opportunity to, you know, say this to the college that, hey, I am really interested in joining your college. But having said that, you are not binding yourself if you get an admission in that particular college. Again, you are not limited to just one application for EA. Also, the typical deadline for this particular kind of application, that is early action application, is somewhere between December 1st and January 15th. Talking about the advantage and disadvantage, the advantage is, again, you receive the admission decision earlier compared to your ruling admission application or your regular decision application. You can compare and negotiate financial aid packages more flexibly because you have the advantage, or because you have the flexibility of applying to different colleges. You can compare, the financial aid offered to you by different colleges, and then you can take a decision. The application can be deferred to regular decision cycle if not effective at all. So, say for example, if you apply to a early action application and you get rejected, you can anytime be considered for a regular decision application. So that's one of the advantage. Speaking about the disadvantage or the limitation of early action application is, the application is due sooner. So that means you will really have to be very quick with your documentations, with your essays, with your preparations of your test scoring, language proficiency test scores, etc. Does not offer the same increased admission odds as early decision. So early decision has an advantage of higher acceptance rate compared to early action applications. So, but when I say that early decision has a better or a higher acceptance rate, early action also has a higher acceptance rate compared to the rolling admissions and the regular decision application. So this brings us to the next early timeline application. So this is the last, and very selective colleges offer this restrictive early action application. Now, what is this? So as the name suggests, that you apply early, but you are restricted. Now, as I said, there are very few colleges who really offer this kind of application. So Harvard offers restrictive early action application, Yale offers, Stanford offers, Princeton offers restrictive early applications. So this is non-binding agreement, right? So you're not obliged, you're not morally obliged to take the admissions if you are offered one. Now there are some colleges which really offer you to, or really give you this opportunity to apply to different colleges, but you have to apply to different colleges in the public schools, not in the private schools. So in restrictive early action application, colleges really restrict you to apply in REA form, right, to just them or to just one college. You can apply to different colleges in early action application only in public schools. Typical deadline for REA application is somewhere around November 1st week. Talking about the advantage and disadvantage of REA is, the advantage is that the admission decision is received early. So you know well in advance that, okay, you've got into that particular college, so that you can focus on the other areas of your application or your admissions. It has comparatively higher acceptance rate compared to the RD and ERA. It displays a strong intent and interest to the college that you are really, very keen on joining that specific college. So that's the advantage to your profile while in the applications. The disadvantage or the limitations for applying in REA application is, the application is due sooner. So again, you will have to work really hard. You'll have to match up the deadlines for the essays, the transcripts, the other documents. You also cannot compare the financial aid packages in restrictive early applications because you are restricted to that particular college. Again, there are chances that you might lose out on the merit-based scholarship while applying for the restrictive early action applications. So we are done with the early timelines or the early timeframes in the application which the student has. So now we move on to the regular decision kind of the applications. So this is, as the name suggests, this kind of application is the regular application that a college can expect from a student. So colleges can accept applications through common application, coalition, and they have their own college application form, which is available on the website of the college. So it has no application limit, so you can apply to as many colleges as you can, or as you want, or as you wish. The typical deadline for regular decision colleges is around January 1st. The advantage for applying to RD application is you have enough time to work or to take retests of your standardized tests, your ACTs, your language proficiency test. So you have good amount of time to improve your scores and then submit it, because the deadlines for this kind of application is really later than the EAs and the EDs and the RDs. You also have the opportunity to compare financial aid packages. Because you can apply to multiple colleges, you can wait till you get the admit decisions from all the colleges that you have applied, and then you can take a call. You also have the opportunity to connect with the college officials and clear your queries. Now, generally what happens is the students are really in a pressure or in a real fix to apply to colleges, and they at times get a little panicky, and they just want to get the application submitted in the early time frame of applications. Whereas in regular decisions, you have good amount of time. If you wish to get some specific information, or if you want to get some additional information from the college, you can anytime connect to the admitted representative of that college, get your doubts cleared, get your queries resolved, and then you can take a decision. So this is one of the greatest advantages a student has while applying to the regular decision kind of application. Having said that, there are disadvantages in applying regular decision as well. So first is, because you have good amount of time in applying, you might also receive the application decision quite late, right? So this might give you a little lower edge compared to all the other applicants who have applied in the early timelines of applications. You might have a chance of missing out on higher scholarships due to a large pool of applications. So typically, regular decision has a bigger pool size of application compared to the early time frame of applications. So this means that colleges can allocate a good amount of scholarship funds to the larger pool, and you do not really know how many students have been already admitted, or have been already offered a scholarship before your application have reached your college. So you might have a missing out chance of getting higher scholarship aids from the college. Uh, Compared to the EA and the ED and the REA, regular decision has a little lower acceptance rate from compared to all the other colleges, right? So this could be one of the disadvantage of applying in the regular decision. Moving on to the next category, that is the rolling admissions kind of application. So what is rolling admission? So this is a kind of a system that um, colleges follow or practice, is that they keep on accepting the applications until their slots are filled. So that means they do not have any specific deadlines, right? But as much easy or as much relieving as this sounds, that there is no deadline, it does comes with its own advantage and disadvantage. So the advantage is that yes, you have bigger time frame to apply because there are no deadlines. Second advantage is that whenever you apply, you get your admission decisions within some few weeks, because there is no specific load to the admissions officer, because there are no specific deadlines. So the applications are reviewed as and when the college receives them. So you can expect the admit decisions to be received in some few weeks. Applying early can improve admission chances and hence the opportunity to compare financial aid packages. So because this rolling admission does not have any fixed time frame or the fixed deadline of application, you can apply as early as you can, and this will increase your chance of getting higher scholarship, and it will also increase your chance, will give you an opportunity to compare the financial aid packages received from the other colleges. So these are one of the many advantages or pros of applying to rolling admissions kind of applications. Having said that, there are cons as well. There are disadvantages of applying to rolling admissions. So first is chances on missing out on admissions, since there is no application deadline. Because there is no application deadline, you do not really know when and by how much these slots are filled. So if these slots are filled, the colleges may still accept your application, but you might not get into that college. So that's one of um, you know bigger disadvantage of applying to rolling admissions. Chances of missing out on higher scholarships due to, again, large pool of applications, because rolling admissions, because no deadlines, students are at ease and they really would want to apply as soon as they are ready. But then again, you might miss out on getting a higher chunk of scholarship or financial aid offered to you. This kind of admission also has lower acceptance rate compared to the early actions, the early decisions, and the restrictive early actions. So these were the kind of applications that US colleges generally offer. All of these kind of applications has their own merits, have their own demerits. You should really be well researched before you opt, in applying to any specific category of applications. However, if you still have any queries, if you still have any questions about any kind of any kind of applications, please feel free to reach out to me on the details mentioned on your screen right now. I'll be more than happy to answer all your queries. So until then, have a great day ahead.